Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? This is Beetleman69 coming to you with another vinyl update. As many of you know, yesterday was record store day. Just have to say that I bombed on it. Didn't get there soon enough, and the two items that I was aiming for was the John Fogerty 12-inch single with the baseball picture disc of center field, and or the Eric Clapton box set. Unfortunately, I think he had one of the center field and two of the Eric Clapton box set, and it was gone when I got there. Oh well. But I am hoping that the guy that sells records at the local thrift store, he has a nice little setup of records that he sells. That's where I get a lot of my Beatle records, for the most part. I'm hoping that he picked that center field 12-inch up, so I may have a stand a chance of getting it. So I'm hoping that's the case. But I will say that yesterday afternoon, I went on eBay just to see, and lo and behold, somebody had, somewhere in this country had bought the John Fogerty 12-inch single, and somebody had bought the Eric Clapton box set. Decided to throw it on eBay and flip it. It figures, like really, so that really makes record store day kind of gives you a bad taste in your mouth that people actually do that. I mean, come on, that's just stupid. And they're asking, I seen, at least for the John Fogerty 45 or the picture disc, I seen as of late, I think I've seen it for $36, and I've seen one for like $46. So no, that didn't cost that much at the record store day. I'm sure it probably only cost maybe 12, maybe 15. I don't know that, but to me, that's probably the highest it would have probably went. So these people are just out there to make a buck, just like many of you remembered. I think it was last year when they had record store day, which I didn't participate because I didn't have a record store in my area at the time. The Strawberry Fields, the Strawberry Fields Forever reproduction 45 with the reproduction of the original picture sleeve, and how people were buying them up and putting them on eBay and asking twice as much for what they're worth. And that, which was ridiculous, when you could probably have bought I know for the most part you could probably bought the original 45 in picture sleeve for about $15, $20 maybe on eBay. All right, I'm done rambling about that, but just want to throw that out there. So maybe the guy here in town had bought that 45 and gonna put it in his little kiosk there at my local thrift store. So I'll find out, and maybe it's there. So cross my fingers. Any rate, all right. Let's get to the vinyl stuff here. Okay, since I didn't get nothing from the RSD sale per se, I did pick up stuff at the record store while I was there. Okay, but I want to go back over the course of the month to stuff that I picked up prior to record store day. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this. It all just came from my record store. The Badfinger self-titled album. My copy that I had purchased had the corner clip, I guess, for what do you call it? What was the word I'm looking for here? Discount bin, I guess, at the time, or discontinued item. Where they clip that corner. So I found this for a real good price. I played the first two tracks on it to see how, the album didn't look very well played, and when I played it, it had a real quiet playback. So this record was not played very often, or at all, whoever had it. or may have played it once, I'm sure. Okay, let's see here. Now, what else did I? Oh yeah, go into this one here. Where my record shelf is, where I'm filming. So I'm just that way I ain't got to stack my records and go through them. I found this at my record store. This is a French pressing of the Blue Album, Beatles 1967 to 1970. Made in France. Here, I'll just pull these out. See right there. And the record, I just pull one of them out because they're the same. Up here, hopefully stuff don't fall. And on the label, it says manufactured in the UK. You can see it right there above 33 1/3. That's kind of unusual. At the bottom, let me flip it over on this other side. It might be easier to see because of that white apple. You see where it says stereo and it has something written in French. Then you see something written in French, and you see mono. On a Facebook page, a couple of Facebook pages I'm on Beatles Facebook pages, I had asked about that. Cause I thought, I didn't know what was going on with it. And they're telling me, well, I'll get it in here in a minute. Screw it. They told me that it was signifying that you could play it on stereo and mono equipment. So that's probably what that is. All right. Okay, let me see. Make sure that was everything I got prior to that because I hadn't really been shopping there too much. I try to think here. Yeah, I think that was. I hope that's everything I had gotten recently. Yeah, I believe so. All right. Record store day. As of yesterday, well, I'm making this on the 22nd of April. So yesterday. So if you see this video later on, it's anyway. I picked up a few things while I was there because I wasn't going to leave without nothing. So first thing I grabbed, well, one of the first things I grabbed. I've been seeing this there for a while. This is the 1982 issue of the. Well, I think it was the 20th anniversary of Love Me Do. And it's a 12-inch single. It was released, like I said, 1982. And this thing is in, I would say, immaculate condition. I'm not sure if this is original inner sleeve or not. Probably not. I don't know. Seriously doubt it. And it's on the retro Parlophone label. And this thing looks like it's hardly ever been played. This thing looks so clean. There's got little dust particles on it, but nothing my little carbon brush can't remedy. But this thing looks like it's hardly ever been played. It looks like near mint condition. At least this sleeve is polylined, so you don't try to scratch the record up. All right. The other thing I picked up, and I've been eyeing this for a while. I just never got it. And, I mean, there were a lot of people at my record store, for a long time, just stragglers come in and stuff. And the store owner was real not optimistic about business. But yesterday, it was just jacked up packed, and I'm happy for them. And I hope these people keep coming back, and I hope they tell other people so more people will come in to make your store successful. But that being said, I picked this thing up, and I looked at the vinyl, and it looked in really great condition. This is Sweet Apple Tracks bootleg from New Sound. This is a second press German issue. And according to his this little sticker there he wrote on the outside sleeve, it says rare early German second issue. So I don't know if that means anything for bootlegs, but I believe Beetle Brad has a copy of this. I think I saw it in one of his videos one time, if I'm not mistaken. And here's the label. I mean, the vinyl looks in pretty decent shape. I hadn't played it yet, but I'm anxious to play it. I'll just leave that up there, so I'm gonna take so much time up. Okay, and last two things I got were the two Ringo 180 gram vinyl reissues that I waited over a month and a half for because they were on back order, and I could have went on eBay and got them, but the guy at the record store, said he would order them for me, but then I came back later, and said, well, what's the status on it? He said, well, they're on back order, and so I waited about a month and a half or so, and they finally came in. So, he told me, because I still had to wait on them. He appreciated me giving him the chance to get them, and I'm trying to give him all my business. So I said no problem. So here's the Ringo reissue, a 180 gram. I left the cellophane on here. I had already slid it open looking at the record, so just pretend I just slid it open because I didn't even play it yet. And this thing is nice. Like I said, I've already looked at it. The replica of the original label, except the didn't have the green apple, as it appears here, and it's got the capital above the word side 1 and side 2. Of course, they wasn't on the original. And they did stick it in the polyline sleeve when they packaged this up. Oops, grabbing too many things up here. And it comes with the original lyric booklet, just like the replica of the original lyric booklet. Okay, and here's Goodnight Vienna, the 180 gram reissue. And like I said, I already opened it yesterday, but just pretend I slit the edge. Lyrics. And again, the Nebula label on this one, like the original. And it's got, of course, the green apple on the label with the capital logo on the other side. Of course, it wasn't issued that way with the green apple, as it's shown here. I think it had that transparent apple. Oops. Yeah, we can look at the originals here. Take a little time to do that. Oh, it did have the green apple. Okay. The original did. It was just a little bit different. It wasn't. See, it was a little bit different. And the original. Well, I'll say that ain't it. My seal copy. Okay. And the original. See, it was kind of like a ghostly copy. Ghostly apple was brown and it had a little white, kind of make the shape of it on the one side. That was the original. All right. Oh yeah, I got one more. I had totally forgot. Cause I was thinking a record store, and I know I didn't buy this at the record store. I bought this at the thrift store. But I'm trying to find all these mono copies of the 180 gram remaster, because they're out of print. Found this, and trying to get most of these I can. Shame on me for not trying to collect them to begin with, but you know, it is what it is. All I need is With the Beatles, Help, Sgt. Pepper. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all the ones I'm needing. With the Beatles, Hard Day's, okay. With the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, Help, and Sgt. Pepper. That's the only mono ones I'm missing on the 180 gram remasters. I've been looking for them on eBay, and the prices are starting to climb because they're out of production. So, okay, a couple more small items I want to show. I got this at Record Store Day when I bought my stuff. The little canvas bag they put my stuff in with a 2018 Record Store Day. Nice little novelty, little souvenir. Happy to have this. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah. They gave me a bunch of stuff in mine. This little CD sampler. It's people on here, artists I never heard of except for Rick Springfield, and back in the 80s, growing up in the 80s, he had that song Jesse's Girl, but that song is on here I never heard of. So I don't know what I'll do with this. And then they gave me some advertisement for some dude, like this guy here, pre-order some of his material. And then they gave me this. I don't know who that is, so. And then this was in there in my bag too. Record Store Day pen, which is kind of nice. Little pen. It's a nice little souvenir. Okay, I'm done. I appreciate everybody for watching my channel. Thank you. Please leave a comment below. Thank you for my new subscribers. I appreciate it very much. Thank you everyone else who just happened to stop by that's not a subscriber. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below what you think about the video. Comment about anything I've shown. Outside of that, folks, I will see you again next time. This is Beatleman69, and I will see you on the flip side.